proximity to the markets that you're targeting, and the market size of the destination that you're targeting, because you're not only necessarily targeting to export out of the location you're examining or studying, but also exploiting the domestic market. These, in my view, would be the 6 elements that one would look at. If we maybe benchmark these elements against Egypt, stability and security, we don't need to talk about it. It's evident and apparent. Talent and the upskilling of talent is definitely an extremely important point. In the ICT market, we've started building a strategy 6 years back. The cornerstone of our Digital Egypt strategy was the talent and the skill pool. There was doubts, and I still receive questions whether we can sustain the volumes and the intensity of the training that we've been executing for the past few years. And the answer is in the pipeline of graduates out of universities. We have around 650,000 graduates every year out of universities, of which 250,000 STEM graduates, of which around 60,000 ICT graduates. So the pipeline will not dry up anytime soon. It will continue, and likely and hopefully it will increase. Hence, as I said, the cornerstone of Digital Egypt strategy was to build a seamless and comprehensive path of training and skill build-up initiatives that would cater and suit each and every citizen in Egypt, starting a pupil in grade 4 all the way up, not only to university graduates, but all the way up. If you're 80 years old, we still have a room for you. The idea is to welcome each and every citizen who want to take ICT as a profession, want to reskill and switch to ICT, or deepen his knowledge and experience within the ICT. Very, very quick, because I'm aware of the time. We started with 4,000 trainees every year. Now we're at 400,000. The philosophy is to have a blended model that would cater for people in each and every location in Egypt. So it's not only Cairo that we're targeting, but we have training initiatives for everybody. We focus on the advance of technology and make sure that we can offer training and upskilling to our people in the newest and latest technologies. We're in partnership with all the distinguished companies of the sector and universities in order to partner with them, in order to make sure that we have the right syllabus at the right caliber. We try to integrate practical experience with theoretical and academical training. I don't want to dwell. I can discourse on this subject for hours. It is definitely my passion, but I don't want to take more of the time. Net, we have a very wide, that keeps widening and increasing skill pool across different disciplines of ICT. Next is the digital infrastructure, and I'll focus on digital infrastructure because I believe in the past sessions this morning, His Excellency the Prime Minister talked about the infrastructure in a broader context. I'll focus on the digital infrastructure. We started again investing around $2.5 billion in order to boost our fixed broadband network and mobile network. We started with a fixed broadband average speed 5.6. Now we're at 77, so 13 folds. We started ranking number 40 in Africa. Now we rank number 1 for the past 2 years. We've doubled the number of towers and mobile cells by 5 in the past 10 years. So we're en route in order to make sure that we have a resilient digital infrastructure. This served well during the COVID years, when all companies, then I'm sure my fellow colleagues on the panel will agree to that, everybody resorted to working from home. And we needed a reliable and robust digital infrastructure to make sure that we can cater for this model that was imposed by the pandemic. Now the pandemic is over, alhamdulillah, but still a lot of companies still opt for a blended model between the traditional way, the traditional model of working and working from home. So we still need to keep investing in our digital infrastructure. I'll maybe end in 30 seconds, no more, about the friendly ecosystem. And by friendly, I mean we're transparent. We have a strategy that is announced, so any investor would know the legislative agenda within the ICT sector. We started with cyber crime law, and then data protection law, and then cloud first policy. We amended our digital signature bill to make sure it caters for new technology. Now we're on to data exchange and classification and the AI Act. So we have a strategy, we have a government that is ready to partner with each and every investor who is considering to land in Egypt, since they start with studying the Egyptian market all the way till the establishment of an office. I'll stop here in order not to take the time of my
Thank you, Minister.
friends and colleagues.
I know this is a topic that you want to be passionate about. The two infrastructures, I call them, the soft infrastructure, which is the talent, and the hard infrastructure, which is the connectivity, the compute, the data centers, will have a presentation of a couple of opportunities actually that can push this effort even further down the road. Director Bousquet, can we now have the other perspective, how Europe sees Egypt as a technology partner, and any specific thoughts you have on that partnership and the win-win nature of the collaboration that is in place?
Yeah, thank you very much, and very happy to be here. Also, I mean, I think the Minister presented very well also what we call in the EU the digital compass. And the digital compass is basically 4 key areas: infrastructure, skills, and you mentioned them quite eloquently, Minister, governance, and business. And I want, to come very quickly on the 4 points. On the skills, I'm not going to expand. We are partnering very much with the Egyptian government. Yesterday we signed a program to support the government in this respect. So I think there is a strong potential in Egypt, and this is very much, why also we want to work with Egypt. Maybe on the infrastructure, and I think this is something which is important. According to my statistics, I might be outdated, but 72% of the population has access to internet. But it might be, yeah, okay, good. But maybe more, but also we need also to think about the quality infrastructure. And this is why, we are partnering, also to have Medusa. Norman is going to talk about it, because this is for us key that the students in the universities and so on, we are talking about 5 million students, do have access to quality and high-speed infrastructure. It's also important that we are talking about cyber-secure infrastructure. This is absolutely essential in the world of today. If you want business to grow, if you want business to develop, they need to be sure that the data they're putting on the internet, is safe and is protected. You mentioned the laws that you are making, but also the quality on the infrastructure, and I'm sure our colleagues will talk about it, are fully secured. So this is about infrastructure, people and skills, governance. I think this is important. You mentioned that, Minister, but I think we've seen some